welcome back to Everything DIY. Today we're going to be replacing our old worn out brake pads and rotors with some high carbon stop tech slotted rotors and these EBC Redstuff ceramic brake pads. So just a couple of the tools we're going to need for our project, so go ahead and stay tuned. Next up, we have our jack in place. We're going to lift up the car. I'm going to put our stand in place. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the tire. Okay, take off the tire. Okay, so next we're going to be removing the caliper. Sorry, we forgot to film this before, but we're going to show you on the other side. There's actually a clip that should be removed, and it's fairly difficult for me to remove, so I'm having a friend help me, and you guys should really take it off before you take the caliper off. So we're just going to show you now how to do that. So just kind of get something to pry it off, and then, yeah, it was fairly difficult for me on the other one, so I also had to get help, and in the process of getting help, forgot to film it. So this is why we're doing it now. Here we come. And it's off. In order to do that, you're going to have to remove the two 17mm bolts from the back, and there's also two hex bolts in the back that you're going to have to remove. We'll show you in the diagram right now. So once you remove those 4 bolts, you're going to take this caliper off and make sure it doesn't hang on the line, so we're going to put it off to the side on top of something. Just like that. You're going to remove your rotor. This may be harder for some of you, but we just recently replaced these, so it really wasn't that difficult. For those of you who are having a hard time getting your rotor off, we found that the other side is a bit difficult, and we're just going to show you here how we're going to do it. So we kind of place a piece of wood on the edge and a hammer. Until it comes off. May take a bit, but there it is. I'm going to put on the new rotor just like I would a tire. It's a bit heavy for me. Just like that. Make sure it's steady. So now that we have the rotor on, we're going to go ahead and change the brake pads. We're going to use a C-clamp to push the piston back into the caliper. Pistons pushed back in, we're going to remove the old brake pads. I'm going to do this one first, it's a little more difficult. And then the other one. Okay. Both brake pads are out. We're going to remove this metal piece so we can get it clean a bit, and then we'll put it back in later. So now that we cleaned that part off with some brake cleaner, I'm going to put these in place. This one. Like that. And then I'm going to put this back in. Okay, so now that this piece is back in, we're going to go ahead and stick this back on the car. Oops. Just like that. Now here we're getting a little closer so we can show you how to put the clip back on, actually, which is also fairly difficult for me to do. So we're going to get it into place and then put some force behind it to get it to snap back on. Just like that. Alright. Okay, so now that this is back on, we've replaced the retaining clip and the 4 bolts in the back that we took out previously, so now we're just going to put the tire back on. So, we are pretty much done now. Take the jack out. Okay. Lower the car. Alright. You're going to basically want to just do the same thing on the other side. So, I think that should do it. If you liked our video, please thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in our next one. Bye!